Hey guys, how you doing? Art from Arts Model Trains. So, time to talk about what I picked up at York. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I did a video last night of the top 5 hints or 5 hints I have for a newbie going to York. This was my first time last week going to York, so I put out a quick video last night of 5 things that I thought every newbie should know. But I haven't done anything about what I picked up yet, so let's go through all the fun stuff. So first, let me say I had an awesome time at York. I hung out for most of the day with Dell, Corey, and Ray from Ray's Trains, wandering around. But I also got to meet and talk to a bunch of people. There were a few people who actually recognized me, which was awesome, and I got to stop and talk to them. And then I did see Dave from DA Griffin Hobby. Got to hang out with him for a little while. Talked to Sean from Dakman's Productions, Sean from Sean's Train Depot, Nick from Nick's Crossing, and a bunch of other guys, RBP, others, which was really great just to kind of see everybody. Peachy's Trains was there as well. And it was just a lot of fun. And like I said in my video last night, even if you're not there to buy a lot or spend any money, just going and hanging out, walking around with people and talking is just a lot of fun. Okay, so why don't we dive into what I got? And let's start with some small stuff. So I'm not sure if it's on the camera, but kind of down below me and next to me, both of my boys have HO train layouts. I got them started with HO, as well as obviously they contribute to the O scale layout. So while I was there, I did find 2 MTH boxcars that I picked up for them, and gave them the choice. So my younger one took the New Haven, my older one took this is American Refrigerated Transit. But these are my first MTH O scale that I've ever purchased. And they're actually really nice cars, and I got a great deal on them. So I was really happy, and they enjoyed this stuff. So I'm glad I was able to get them something while I was there. Another small purchase. I recently, if you haven't seen, did a video on this. I got the Vision Line stock cars with the quilling sheep. They did not come with animals like some of the past versions had. So I found somebody who was selling individual sheep, and I picked up 6 of these guys to glue into the cars. Just thought it would be good to have some sheep in the cars. I don't even know if I'll ever open the doors while I'm running it, but it's nice to have some sheep that I can just glue in there. I think they were like 25 cents a piece. So, okay, another small thing I picked up while I was there is some JT Megasteam. This is Christmas Pine. I swapped back and forth between the JT Megasteam, Christmas Pine, and the Lionel Pine Scent. All right, what else small? Picked up a Woodland Scenics Just Plug car. This is a police car to add in. So I've been slowly replacing my light up cars that I bought from Menards. Many of them have burnt out, so I've been replacing them slowly over time with Woodland Scenics vehicles. I saw this police car at a good price, so I picked this one up as well. Okay, so we run 048 curves here, so I don't have a huge layout. So we do like to run some modern freight on here, but some of it gets a little big. So it's always nice to find some smaller stuff. And a while back, I had picked up a maxi stack from eBay. It's an LCCA car, and I was able to find the matching one that goes with it. This is a Lots version from 2000. So they're both Canadian Pacific, just different boxes on them. But I thought it was a great find, and once again, these are not scale, but they do work really well on our layout. So I was able to find this. This was from Grzybowski's, so I thought this was a great find. So also, while I was at the Grzybowski's booth, I did circle back a couple times on these, but out front of their booth, they had a cardboard box with a couple of different cars. And these 2 cattle cars, this one's Union Pacific, this one's New York Central, were $20 each. I think they're K-line. There's no real writing on them. The doors don't open, but they have some pretty good detail. You can see some separately applied ladders and the walk across the top, things like that. The doors don't open or anything like that, but they have, they're in pretty good shape and they run well. So this Union Pacific one, in fact, really matches up well with those Vision Line stock cars that just came out. So I thought this was a good kind of filler for my collection. Okay, so what else did I get? What's not on screen? Let's say that. So there's some stuff that's probably too big to bring over here right now. Number one, I bought 4 shelves from Glenn Snyder's, which I plan on putting up on the ductwork up here above the layout to give me some storage for some of my passenger car sets. This way I can help with all the crowding, because I literally have cars now just laying on the floor and everything. And I also picked up some stuff as presents for people that I have as well lined up for Christmas time. So I got that stuff out of the way, which is good. And I'm not going to show that on camera for obvious reasons. All right, let's get to the good stuff. What was in, well, I guess this was already that Lionel Maxi Stack, but what was in some of these MTH boxes? That's where the good stuff comes in. So I mentioned before, I run 048 curves, and my larger steam engines are all Lion Masters. So I was looking for aux tenders for my Lion Master Big Boy and Challenger, but I knew a full scale one would not work. It would just be too big. And I was able to find a Rail King aux tender for a really good price. This is from Vince's Trains. So I was able to pick this guy up. Really, really nice and solid. All die cast metal, really heavy. No operating couplers or anything like that, which is fine because like I said, my engines are Lionel and this is MTH. So, it fits exactly what I was looking for, and it looks great behind my Challenger. Towards the end of the day, I was walking by Stockyard Express, and they had some cabooses laying there, and I was able to find a Union Pacific. This is the new MTH Woodside cabooses they just released this year. I was able to find it MTH Union Pacific version, and this is a really nice caboose. The wheels are a little stiff. I have to add a lot of oil to them and just keep working them, but they did a really nice job on these. They light up extremely well, and they got the little guy in the top and all that kind of stuff. Nice detail on them. So I have the Vision Line Lionel caboose for Union Pacific coming in yellow, and I wanted I guess this is like a brownish Union Pacific one to kind of just pair up with different locomotives, so I can maybe run 2 Union Pacific trains at the same time. Okay, so now for the biggest purchase of the day. What was in this big purple box here, right? So I mentioned before I have a Lion Master Big Boy and a Lion Master Challenger, and I have a lot of Union Pacific freight to run behind it, but I was looking for passenger cars. So throughout the day I kept finding different sets here and there, but nothing that really beat what I saw at Vince's Trains. It's a MTH Premier, obviously from the purple box, Union Pacific passenger cars, a 5-pack. Let me just get one of the passenger cars here. These are 70-foot Madison cars. They're rated for 042, and now I run 048 and I have a 042 loop. I will say this: they only really work on the 048 loop. They look silly on the 042 loop, but these are just fantastic looking cars. They're from 2002. They do not have passengers in them, but they do have all the interiors. So last year I picked up a pack of New York Central passenger cars to go with my New York Central consolidation, and my mother-in-law picked me up some seated people at Christmas time to fill those with. So I'm hoping, wink wink, that she'll do the same thing again this year and pick me up a couple of packs of seated people to add in to these cars. But these are just fantastic, and yeah, they are a little bit on the big side for our layout, but they work. And I'm not a stickler. I don't count rivets and all that kind of fun stuff. I just want them to look good, and they look really good behind the train, behind the either train, the Big Boy or the Challenger. They do say Challenger on them, so I have been running them a lot behind my Challenger, but I did try them with both engines, and they look fantastic. So that's everything I picked up at York this year. Everything that was, pretty much everything was on my list. There were, like I said, a couple of impulse buys, those cheap box cars. And I came in under budget, so I was really happy about that. And, I just, like I said, had such a great time walking around, and I'm really looking forward to the next time that I get to go there. I am not going to film these things running around the layout. The layout is just packed with stuff right now as I was moving everything around. So look out for videos of some of this stuff on the move in the future. Hopefully we'll put some of that stuff, some of those videos out this week of some of the new stuff running. It really does look great on the layout. But thanks for watching, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.